So I think at this point, it should be pretty clear that everything that everyone or that a lot of people thought about ChatGPT back in 2023 and now into 2024 about using it to create content was mostly wrong if you were thinking that it was the magic button to create content that would make you money online. Now, here in 2024, let's take a look at some ideas. We're going to go inside of ChatGPT, and I'm going to show you a few conversations here that I'm having to give you a better idea of what I think in 2024 and beyond using ChatGPT is what you need to be doing to use artificial intelligence, to use the AI and ChatGPT, actually any other artificial intelligence platform, but specifically we're going to look at ChatGPT to create content. And we go back to this again. I always like to say, let's have a conversation with our chat buddy. Let's get away from thinking that we need a magical prompt, because we need to learn how to think and let the AI assist us on the path we're trying to, or down the path to get to actual content that makes sense. And I'm really not talking at this point about content or creating content that makes sense to Google, because right now we don't know. Here in 2024, this is March, during this big update for 2024, they don't know, we don't know, no one really knows. So let's look at creating content for the sake of creating helpful content, for the sake of actually helping people in a format that ChatGPT can help us come up with, or different angles, different ideas, different concepts, or brainstorming. And the first one goes back to ChatGPT. Take me on a buyer's journey for a simple product that people search for on the internet before buying. Let's say with a purchase price of $2,000 or more. So as a marketer, as an affiliate marketer, we're looking at, something a little more high ticket, or something that costs a little more money that we will potentially earn a bigger commission on, simply because it's a higher priced product. Give me an example of the content I would create to capture a person at the different stages of awareness. Of course, the different stages of awareness that we are talking about come from Eugene Schwartz and his book that was published, Breakthrough Advertising, back in the 60s. And of course, I've talked about this on the channel just recently, and I always talk about this. The book that talks about the stages of awareness, finding a customer where they are in their journey, and then also applying that to a content funnel, or the concept of a funnel, top, middle, and bottom. So we'll use that as well, and we'll continue with this brainstorming session for this piece of content. I would create, or let me go back. Give me an example of the content I would create. I'm reading from the second paragraph. To capture a person at the different stages of awareness and build a content funnel using the concept of top, middle, and bottom of funnel to get the searcher to click on my affiliate link for the example product that you come up with. I'm having ChatGPT come up with a product to walk me through an example to get me to the place that I think we need to be, or the place that I want to be, creating all the helpful content that I can, or creating an authority cluster, a content cluster that provides topical authority or answers every question from every stage of awareness or every angle that someone might be searching for this information to get to the point where they're going to make a purchase, so we can make money, specifically as an affiliate marketer, but this works even if you're selling your own products. Third paragraph here, or this third sentence in this series of sentences or paragraphs or whatever you want to call it in this prompt, to make sure to provide a blog post title, or make sure to provide a blog post title, summary, and keywords in search intent of that keyword. Search intent is very important because you need to understand what people are searching for and what they're looking for, especially in the eyes of SEO. Google is looking at things like, do people find what they're looking for? Do they resolve their problem? That goes back to looking and thinking, what is their intent? Is their intent to read a 3,000, 6,000 word blog post? Or is it to find the best based upon a recommendation, based upon a very specific piece of information that clicks with them and says, oh, yes, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Click buy, right? Those are all good signals to Google. Them staying on the page and reading your 6,000 page article and clicking through and reading more pages, but also the simple idea of you know that someone is looking for a very specific fact that you can serve them up in your content. They click, they buy, they go away happy because they stop searching. Google can see that they're searching. When they stop searching, if your piece of content was the last thing that caused them to stop searching, then I'm going to say that to Google, that solved their problem. Google's going to see that as a good piece of content that they're then going to serve up to other people that are looking for that specific answer and have that same type of behavior. And they're tracking all that stuff, so don't doubt that. Now, let's also move this up to another level and also include social media posts that I could make that would lead folks to my blog. And this statement or this sentence that I am putting into ChatGPT for me is brainstorming the idea or the concept of, hey AI, hey ChatGPT, I don't just want to rely on search engine optimization and Google. I want to be able to create a social media post or a presence on social media that allows me to create content as well that leads people over to my blog. And I'm doing that because I want my blog to be my home base where I keep all of my content in case I lose that social media presence, in case I lose that ranking in Google. Then I can shift and move. If I build an email list, then I can email people this content and it's on my blog. It's on my home base. It is a piece of property on the internet. It's a piece of digital real estate that I own. But more on that as we think about what we're doing here and what ChatGPT has given us. For this buyer's journey, let's focus on a product that often includes a significant amount of research and consideration before purchase, a high-end laptop. Given the $2,000 price or $2,000 price point, we can assume the potential buyer is looking for a laptop with advanced features suitable for gaming, professional graphic design, video editing, or software development. Top of funnel awareness stage. At this stage, the goal is to capture the attention of people who are just starting to realize they might need or want a laptop but haven't decided on the specifics. Blog post title: 10 signs you need a high-end laptop in 2024. Now let's pop over to Google in an incognito window, and here I'm going to show you, or here I want to sort of dive into what I think right now that a lot of the SEOs, a lot of people that really dive deep into and are really concentrated on SEO, when you look at these search results, this is sort of where they're at. Because honestly, if I type in the 10 signs you need, or the 10 signs you need a high-end laptop in 24, if I type this in and I'm looking for answers to this questions, or the answers to this question about the signs that I need a high-end laptop, like what's missing in the laptop that I have? What am I going to get that in a high-end laptop with my money that I spend, looking at this through the lens of the person that's searching, the searcher intent? And you can see the first article is signs it's time to buy a new PC. Well, that's a new PC. That's not a high-end laptop. Then there's some people also ask here, which laptop should I buy? What are the laptop requirements? How do I know if my laptop is outdated? How many years before a laptop is obsolete? Then we go into laptop buying guide, best. Then there is 10 ways to tell you need a new laptop. Again, not a high-end laptop specifically focused on it. Now, if you keep going down here, and here's a video, then there is new laptop. Here's how to know if you should return it. Again, not really exactly what I'm looking for, but if you go down into the additional questions that Google knows people are asking, 10 signs you need a high-end laptop in 2024 gaming. Well, it gives me that suggestion, but it didn't answer the question. For me, I'm not a gamer. I'm also not looking for the Amazon results, so I'm not tagging in, or I'm not adding Amazon on the end of that keyword to look for Amazon results. I would just go to Amazon. Then you have average laptop lifespan by brand. Should I buy a new computer or now wait? So what you can do at this point is you could grab this and copy. I'm just going to copy that and put it in the buffer. I'm going to go back and continue that conversation. But I think you see what I'm saying here. Google isn't really giving me what I'm looking for. So you might be able to use the blog post idea or the social media post, share an engaging graphic or short video on platforms like Instagram or Twitter that highlights one of the 10 signs with a caption like, still waiting for your video to render? Maybe it's time for an upgrade. This is saying that maybe you started off with a lower end laptop, you started creating video, and now you are waiting for the videos to render. Maybe it's time for an upgrade. Learn the signs you need a high-end laptop in 2024. Tech upgrade like laptop lifestyle. You see the idea and the concept here versus the keyword or the keywords in search intent. When to upgrade laptop, signs you need a new laptop, high-end laptop benefits. The intent here is informational, as the reader is likely experiencing issues with their current device or considering future needs. But what we saw in those results, after the first article of Signs It's Time to Buy a New PC, we saw a laptop buying guide, we saw best, and then we saw 10 ways you need a new laptop, 13 best laptops for blogging. So I think the idea here and the concept is to be as specific as possible, but also you have the issue of what is Google talking about when they're talking about writing for people, not writing for search engines. I think if you look at the social media aspect of this, it gives you a better idea of what type of content to create and ignore trying to rank for that specific keyword, but try to find, again, people at the top of the funnel that are in the awareness stage and in people that are in the middle of the funnel who are in the consideration stage. Here you target individuals who have acknowledged their need for a high-end laptop and are starting to explore their options. How to choose the best high-end laptop for gaming and professional use in 2024. You might break that up into two different things because gaming and professional use, or maybe you are a professional that likes to game and you want to dual purpose this laptop. And then again, you go down to social media, post a eye-catching infographic on Facebook or LinkedIn. This time we're looking at LinkedIn or Facebook that outlines the key features. Facebook probably for the gaming, LinkedIn for the professional, and again, you might double down on that for the professional that likes to game or the gamer that needs to become a professional. I think you get the idea. Bottom of the funnel is the decision stage. Top 5 high-end laptops of 2024, reviews and where to buy. When we search for our keywords, 10 signs you need high-end laptops, we got Gadget Mates, PC World, CBS News. I'm not going to CBS News, and this is one of the things that people are complaining about is CBS News. Why are they able to utilize their authority to put in a best 5 laptops for 2024? This is where Google is getting it wrong. PC Mag, Tech Radar, She Knows SEO. I don't know what that site is. It's also an old article, but that's the 13 best laptops for blogging that was written in 2022, and they changed this to 2024 guide from a blogger. Again, it didn't really satisfy what I'm looking for, but we also might need to look and do some more keyword research. And of course, this gave us some keywords here. Best high-end laptop reviews, where to buy high-end laptops, high-end laptop comparison. Of course, this stage is where people are looking for information to make that purchase. This is going to be the hardest to rank for on Google without serious authority or without people finding your content and really just, like I said at the beginning of the video, making that quick decision. Or if you have a buying guide at 6,000 words, and they parse through everything in it and they click on multiple reviews they have on your site and then they make a buying decision and they stop searching. This is sort of where you need to get to. But again, go back to the social media post. If you create a social media following and you simply have a call to action, like it says here, swipe up to find the perfect laptop for your needs and where to get the best deal. If that's on your social media, you don't even need Google and you just take that out of the equation, but you're still creating the content and you're still focused on creating the content utilizing ChatGPT or letting ChatGPT give you the idea of the type of content that you need to create, which is where we lie or where we fall right now and where the problem lies is people are thinking that ChatGPT is just going to create the content for you. But really, it is your assistant to help you figure out the types of content you need to create, whether it's best suited for social media, or do you want to create content on a blog that is best suited for social media and get traffic that way to your blog, and make sure that you can also try to optimize that for SEO, but also use multiple traffic sources to come back to that one helpful piece of content. where you build your home base, where people can always find you, and also build an email list. As we know from the top strategy, we're getting traffic over to our blog post or our consistent content. We're putting offers into that content, and we're also going to add people to an email list. That's the top strategy. That's my proven strategy for building an affiliate marketing business, a profitable online business using affiliate marketing. And you can see here, ChatGPT, this strategy guides potential buyers through the journey. And that's what we're really doing here. We're trying to take people on that journey that we're looking for that high-end laptop, or to make that purchase of a $2,000 piece of equipment, that we can help them or guide them because they're looking for assistance. So leading the buyers through the journey from realizing they might need a new laptop through researching their options to making a confident purchase decision, leveraging information and engaging content tailored to each stage of their decision-making process. Bottom of funnel, making a decision. Middle of funnel, consideration stage. Top of funnel, the awareness stage. All the different things you need to do simply by having a conversation and understanding and knowing or thinking about why you are creating the content. And why you're creating the content is you are thinking about the person that is looking, their stage of awareness, where they are in that decision, what they're aware of, the problems they're aware of, the solutions they're aware of or not aware of, based upon this book from 1960 that was about advertising. But creating content is that same awareness stages, or those flow, or that flow of awareness, and getting people from where they are right now to where you want them to be so they click and buy. Of course, us as marketers and affiliate marketers, that is our ultimate goal, is to help them make a decision to make a purchase so we can earn a commission. Back to ChatGPT, let's take a look at another example. This one is going to be a little different because what we're doing here is we're just simply using ChatGPT as our assistant, and we're simply just asking it a question based upon what we want to create. I want to create a comparison table of the best 4x4 SUVs that can be used for off-road rock climbing and still get acceptable gas mileage to drive back and forth or to commute as a daily driver. What information do you need from me, and what is the best format to present that information on my blog? What is the best format? Help me format this information. Now, I might have to go out, or most definitely, I will have to go out and do some research, do some legwork, look at content that's already out on the internet, or call up or go and get the information directly from dealers or the SUV manufacturers and compile this information with the help of ChatGPT or the AI to crunch all those numbers. We go back and we're just looking for the way we can lay out the information. Creating a comparison table for the best 4x4 SUVs suitable for off-road rock climbing with decent gas mileage. Here it said decent, but we want the best gas mileage for daily driving. Involves gathering specific data points for each vehicle to enable potential buyers to make informed decisions. Here's a structured approach to what information you need and how to present it how to present it effectively on your blog. Here's the information that you need. Where can you find this information? What piece of information can you dive deeper on by actually doing real research and going and finding out, or doing it yourself, based upon the type of vehicle that you own, real data, and interviewing real people, possibly even away from manufacturers and or car dealers, because you want to maybe go to a club where people use 4x4s for rock climbing, but also drive it as their daily driver and get real numbers from real people. Then you take that information and it provides you, and again, this is what ChatGPT is doing for you, and this is the thing that you need to understand. It's giving you the best format for the presentation. To effectively present this information on your blog, you could use structured comparison table with rows for each data point and columns for each vehicle. Here is a simple template. Then take a look at enhancing the table. It's going to give you recommendations, and this is the next level of brainstorming, understanding how ChatGPT is going to be able to help you make money in 2024 and beyond with creating content. Images. Include a thumbnail image of each vehicle at the beginning of its column to make the table visually appealing. Sorting and filtering. If your blog supports interactive elements, implement sorting and filtering. Options for readers to easily compare vehicles on specific features. Now, this may be something that you need to do on the back end of your website with a database or whatever, but this is where you'd be compiling that information again from, say, that club that group of folks that are interested or in a rock climbing club for SUVs. And I'm just using that as an example. It could be a myriad of a numerous amount of other things where you contact that club, you ask them for permission to use their club name, you give them a backlink, you promote them on your website or your blog, you promote them on your social media, because this is your niche. This is a topic that you're going to be talking about. You might even be a member of that club, and you might go to a rival club or another club or a different club and do that same type of information in all 50 states. Or if you live overseas, right? Or I say overseas, if you live elsewhere in the world, you might do that same research there. Detailed reviews, updates. Mention the date of the last update to the table and plan for periodic updates to keep the information current. By providing comprehensive and structured information in an easy to compare format, you can significantly aid your readers in making informed decisions. Remember what we talked about in the stages of awareness and the top, middle, and bottom of funnel? You're trying to help them make decisions. By aiding your readers in making informed decisions about which SUV best suits their off-road adventures and daily driving needs. You can see all that information came from ChatGPT. We still have work to do. There is no magic button here to push, but I simply started with asking a question based upon me thinking this would be some really great content that I could create for my audience. Now, you create that audience by creating great content like this over a long extended period of time. Don't think that you're going to create this one piece of content, post it on the internet. It's going to outrank everyone, Off-Road Magazine, etc. It's not in the beginning. You will need to find other ways to get traffic to this content, but the content can be traffic itself at the beginning as well, because you are putting in the time and the effort to build this website, this blog, this place where you host your content, helpful information, and build all your other traffic sources around it, as well as get that free traffic from Google and SEO once they figure out what's going on here in March and they get things right again, and they will. And also, there's other search engines besides Google. Next up, this one's going to go off the deep end, but I really want to show you sort of the way I'm thinking and what I'm thinking, or when I'm thinking, to really think outside the box with ChatGPT. What can you tell me about the moon landing and why haven't we been back? And what is the driving force behind the theories that we have not been to the moon? So it's going to give you some of the standard information here. And if you're really going to go off the deep end, like I said, you know what I mean, go full tin hat and really dive into conspiracy theories, ChatGPT can give you great ideas and examples of the research that is available, the status quo research, or the research that has been approved, right? Stamped with approval. You could get all that information here, counter that information by giving what you think to ChatGPT and letting it brainstorm that. But understand, the moon landing primarily refers to the Apollo 11 mission, where astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin became the first humans to land on the moon in July 20th, 1969. We're focused on what was going on here between 1969 and 1972. ChatGPT at this point is just getting all the facts straight, lining it out for you to make sure that you are 100% aligned with what's going on. Here is the kicker. Why haven't we been back? Several factors have contributed to why humans haven't returned to the moon in decades. You could read these: cost, shift in focus, technological challenges. Then we dive into the different conspiracy theories that are common, that are out there. And of course, you could take this any direction you want, whether or not you would rank in SEO, whether or not you may get banned from some social media platforms for, being out there. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about brainstorming with the AI and thinking, let me create something unique. Let me go after the people that are interested in what I'm interested in because I want to help them. And ultimately, you can either go full in passion project where you don't care, money be damned, I'm going all in because this is the most interesting thing to me and I'm just going to create content. Or you can pull it back and you could say, okay, well, let me think about it. But I wanted to show you that and sort of where you are because, for example, moon landing conspiracy theories, trust in government. A general mistrust of government and authoritative institutions can lead some to believe in moon landing conspiracies, viewing them as examples of governmental deceit. Again, take that in any direction you want, but you can see what's going on here. current interest in the moon landing. And then what I wanted to do is I want to continue my conversation, and I want to say what would make the most interesting content either on a blog or a Facebook page. And again, remember, I'm looking at creating the content and putting it on my blog. So I want it to rank in SEO, or I want it to rank on Google, but also a Facebook page, moon landing conspiracy theories. Give me some of the questions that people might be asking and the best format to present answers to these questions and where I could find real answers. Creating engaging content for a blog or Facebook page focused on moon landing conspiracy theories offers a unique opportunity to explore a blend of science, history, and critical thinking. Interesting content ideas, debunking myths and presenting facts, expert interviews. Again, this is where you might have to get out of your comfort zone. You could interview experts that are experts in the scientific field or who helped run these missions, people from NASA, etc. Then you could also go on the opposite side of that, experts in conspiracy theories, people that are expert conspiracy theorists. They exist because they're real, because they believe in this stuff. So they are the expert, right? They know the most about it. Again, think outside the box, because your interesting content ideas is where you're going to make a difference in your content. Sample questions people might ask. Again, here's some questions. Best format to present the answers: fact versus myth format, infographics and visuals, video content, links to authoritative sources. Where to find real answers? Again, these are facts. This is where ChatGPT, again, is going to just toe that line, and you're going to have to go out of your way to get information from ChatGPT or help it compile or get the AI to help you compile the information that you're looking for, or take it in a different direction by doing what I did here. Great, now let's do this. Compare 1960s technology to modern technology and the cost, and give me some insights into why it would cost more, because that was one of the things that it said, why we haven't gone back, because it would cost more, simply because things cost more. But it also talked about the technology had changed and also some safety rules and regulations. But check this out, and why it can't be done easier today than in 1960 from a pure technological point of view. And give me 10 blog post ideas to write that cover this topic and build topical authority. Comparing 1960 technology to modern technology in the context of space exploration reveals both how far we've come and complexities of the modern space mission. Technology and cost: 1960 technology, modern technology. Why it costs more today: higher safety standards, more complex missions, inflation and economic changes, regulatory and environmental considerations. Why it's not necessary, or why it's not necessarily easier today. That's what we're asking. We're not going off the deep end on a conspiracy theory. We're just looking and saying, what has changed since way back then, politically and in the world of taking care of people and not taking as much risk because of where we were politically. But the idea is to come up with blog post ideas. Despite technological advances, modern space missions face increased complexity and regulatory requirements. Missions today aim for broader objectives beyond mere landing, including long-term scientific studies, which involve complex logistics and support systems. Additionally, the competitive and political landscape have changed, affecting funding and priorities. And it gives us blog post ideas. 10 blog post ideas. 10 titles. 10 things where we can take this any direction we want. And this all came from AI with the simple question that I started off with and then continued to ask more questions. Yes, it gave me, and it towed the line of, this is why we haven't been back. This is the reason, right? It's not going to get into conspiracy theories. It's not its job to get into conspiracy theories. It's not its job to debunk the moon landing. You can't push a button and get the information about the 4x4s, just like you can't push a button and have it write all the articles for your best laptops, or for you to get someone to realize that your recommendation for the best laptop that costs $2,000 or more is the best one for them. But you can utilize the AI and let it assist you in figuring out the best types of content to create, and then formatting that content, and then crunching numbers and taking it and giving you different angles and giving you ideas for blog post titles and keywords and things that people are looking for, what they're thinking about. It will generate these words. It will create these ideas. You can then read these ideas. You can then take those ideas and run with them and create content based upon your specific topic, the topic that you want to help people learn more about and make better informed decisions. And as a marketer, as an affiliate marketer, that is your job, to guide them through that journey. And I hope this has been helpful. Let me know what you think and some examples that you have done with ChatGPT doing this exact same thing. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.